Hi guys, we're live. So I've just had me dinner. I had steak, chops, onions, tomatoes. So keto, I call that. Um, Many of you know that I don't eat in the normal way. I only eat twice a day. I still have tea and coffee, and I've done a carnivore keto video. I've just posted it, and it's on my Elvis Presley fan on keto channel. Okay, the reason it's called Elvis Presley fan on keto is because um, I don't just discuss Elvis on there. Yeah, I discuss the diet, how we eat, my health, all that kind of stuff. And then don't forget, we also have another channel called Elvis Presley Long Lost Footage. So we have two spare channels. I got myself a nice cup of tea, guys. We have two spare channels, backup channels in case we have problems. Now, I am using the Elvis Presley Long Lost Footage channel. I do use it. I am trying to post some vintage footage on there. So we will, every now and then, we'll jump over there and we'll watch an old vintage Elvis documentary biography, maybe even movie. And we will use that channel now and then, but probably only a couple of times a week. But obviously the main channel is here. Hi, Gio. How we going, mate? We're gonna discuss. Nice cup of tea. We're gonna discuss Juanico. We're gonna watch some Juanico videos. So we did a live stream this morning. No, not a live stream, a video this morning. So we were reviewing the book Elvis in the Twilight of Memory, Juanico. So it's actually spelt Juanico. So I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. So I love this book. I bought it from World of Books. It was literally like under a tenner. We've reviewed the book. We've discussed the book. I'm just trying to look. It says 1997. It was released. To the memory of Gladys Love Presley, this is Elvis we both knew and loved. And yeah, introduction by Peter Guralnick. I didn't know Peter Guralnick had done an introduction to this. Honestly, I didn't know it. So the point of this video is to review the video clip. So I keep talking about the beautiful summer romance that was had by Elvis and June. You know, they briefly met in 1955, and then I think they reconnected in 56. I don't know the exact dates, times, places. So we did the review this morning. So what I want to do now is just this, the whole point of this video that we're watching now is to just play some video footage, see if we can find some old Juanico and Elvis videos. We know about the Biloxi, Mississippi Biloxi, yeah, which is like a fishing town, isn't it? I think. I'm not from there, but I think it is. We know that Elvis hired out a boat. His parents were on it. Gladys and Vernon. I think there were two trips. I've heard the first trip Gladys and Vernon were not on it. The second trip Gladys and Vernon came. I've heard that. I don't know if that's true. So hi W Mitchell. How we going? So I'm not expecting that many people to join us because you know we have the problems on our channel, so hardly anyone gets notified when we're live. But don't worry, that'll sort itself out. That'll sort itself out. A lot of people will watch this tonight through the night. I find that through the night you get a few hundred people will watch these videos. Okay, so this is what the plan is. We're going to just try and find any footage that shows Juanico with Elvis in Biloxi, or it could be at the house. Is it 1034 Alderman Drive? Any pictures of Juanico? We're just going to see what we can find. Yeah. That is the point of this live stream. We've already done the review of the book. We've already done a review of the romance. Okay, guys? So I love Juanico. She's stunning. Go and watch part one and you'll get a good feel for what went on when they met, how they met, the type of romance they had. Elvis, just before So Elvis was very famous, but he hadn't peaked. He hadn't peaked yet. He was about to peak. So One Love Me Tender comes out. Elvis becomes global. Yeah. And so Juanico meets him as he's on his rise to fame. So he's traveling around to different gigs. She meets him. I think they were at an Air Force base performing, and she was invited by her friend. Reluctantly, she went along to see this new guy, Elvis, that everyone was talking about. And Elvis noticed her from in the crowd near the front. Very beautiful. And they ended up having a beautiful romance. Oh, tell me more. W. Mitchell, tell me more. The more you can tell us, the better. I'm no expert. I'm not a researcher. I'm just an Elvis fan who likes to talk about Elvis. Yeah? Right, so let's put the video on. Now, if there's music, I do have to stop and start. I can't, I cannot.
He was just.
I can't play music. Okay, so if there's music, I will be stopping and starting. Let's just see where we are. I mean, let's just make sure I got the right one. Let's just press play and we'll go from there.
The best looking thing I had ever seen in my life. He reached through the crowd and grabbed me by the arm. So he wanted to know, where did I learn how to kiss?
Yes, it's funny because June has just said he reached through the crowd and grabbed her by the arm. Whereas when I Googled it and when I went on different websites, they're saying that Elvis went over to her. So, and that she was sat at a table. So June has just said he reached out to me in the crowd. So I believe that version because it's coming from the horse's mouth.
I said, I think I'm learning right here from you.
I don't think I've watched this one. This is a different one than I've watched before. Let's just see what it says. Yeah, guys? I mean, there is a lot of Juanico, Elvis, different things on YouTube. So I think this kind of music is probably okay. Let's keep going.
When Elvis was in the 8th grade.
Silly question.
He's kissing her on the back of the neck. Why are you trembling? So guys, come on, girls, I should say. If Elvis was kissing you on the back of the neck, do you think you would tremble? I think so.
I was trembling with excitement, you know. And I didn't even kiss anyone on the first date. But he was a marvelous kisser. Elvis had real soft, full lips.
June gets home.
So did she kiss him on the first date? I think she did. Yeah. She talks about his lovely soft lips. Obviously, the review we did this morning was that they didn't kiss on the first date, but maybe they did.
At dawn after a night of kissing and talking. She's never been out that late before. As she falls asleep, she wonders if she'll ever see Elvis Presley again.
So I've heard this, yeah. So they have sort of a brief, meeting, and Elvis just gets more and more famous. Yeah, he hasn't bought Gracelands yet. He's living at, is it 34 Audubon Drive? Is that it? The first home that he bought for his mum and dad. Probably didn't think she was ever going to see him again. He eventually will go on to make Love Me Tender. Is that right, guys? Remember, I'm no expert. Please let me know. Yeah? So let's see how they manage to reconnect so the romance can carry on in Biloxi. We'll get a timeline, okay? So it was a year before, and it looks to me like they had a sneaky kiss. There was a spark there. I mean, she's stunning. I'm not surprised Elvis remembered her. And she glows, doesn't she? I think Juanico has a glow. Honestly, guys, there's just something about her. When you look through the pictures, there's some lovely pictures in her book. The book is Elvis in the Twilight of Memory, Juanico. She has a shine to her, beautiful eyes, and obviously a very sexy lady.
He has the #1 record in the country and best-selling album. He's already made several network television appearances and even...
So by this point, he's famous. He's had #1 hit. I think he may have made Love Me Tender. I'm not definite. I think he probably has. So the Elvis that she reconnects with is a very different Elvis than the Elvis a year ago on the fishing trip.
landed a movie deal.
Equipment parked in the backyard.
So, W. Mitchell, sorry, shall I call you a name? W. Mitchell. Obviously we've got a relative of the Smiths here, W. Mitchell. So are you saying that they went to the cinema to watch Love Me Tender, June Juanico and Elvis? Is that correct?
And we figured he wasn't having a pool put in. And we're still sitting in Marie's car. There's 5 of us girls that went. And we're debating on what kind of swimming pool he's going to have put in. Guitar shaped, whatever, you know. So I said, well, I'm going to go take a look.
So they did. Okay, so Amy knows. Hi, Amy. Hope you're well. Right, so Elvis took June Juanico to watch Love Me Tender. Okay, got it.
So I got out, the rest of the girls followed, and we're up just, you know, bigger than life, trespassing on Elvis's property. And I jumped up and was looking over the fence top like this, you know, looking at the pool. And it's a square pool. And the pink Cadillac drives in the driveway.
Wow. So Amy's just said that Colonel Tom Parker was a problem. Colonel Tom Parker didn't want Elvis to have girlfriends, did he? Could you imagine jamming with Elvis? Jamming with Elvis. June Juanico jammed with Elvis.
They smoked tiny cigars and used them to set off fireworks at the resort's golf course. This results in a polite letter from the hotel manager pointing out it would be safer to explode fireworks on the beach. Despite Elvis and June's seclusion at Gulf Hills, the word gets out. Newspapers and magazines from all over the country are calling for an interview with Elvis's teenage girlfriend.
The most asked question that I've ever been asked: was Elvis a good kisser?
And we know what she's going to say. I know what she's going to say. Let's hear it, guys.
And the second most asked question was, did you go to bed with him? I didn't answer that one.
Guys, it's too much information, but...
For one thing, he was a fantastic businessman. And he always used to say, I have only one artist, and that one artist is Elvis.
I think we can honestly say that is true. Colonel was loyal to Elvis. But Mitchell, I'm the same. Mitchell, I'm not a researcher. I'm just a fan who talks about Elvis. So there's so much I need to learn. So much. I am still a beginner. I'm a newbie.
Elvis and June race 90 miles to the Louisiana radio station. He tells listeners he's serious about his career and not about to wed.
Well, no, I'm going to approach it with the question of when you do get married, what kind of a girl do you want? A blonde, a brunette, or a redhead? But I haven't got a dream girl in my mind right now, you know.
Although Elvis is playing it cool, June's mother still has a good feeling about the young star.
So Amy has just said, Amy Collett, our researcher, that June's mum, she's very pretty actually, June's mum had a bit of a thing for Vernon, yeah? For Elvis's dad. Is that correct, Amy? She's a good-looking woman. My wife would love this because my wife loves dolphins. She absolutely loves dolphins. So this is the highlight for me, watching Elvis on his fishing trip. I think there was 2. Amy, is that correct? I think that Elvis went the first time without his parents, and then the second time brought his parents along. Is that correct? So this is very special to me. Beautiful colour footage in Biloxi, Mississippi, doing a bit of fishing. Gladys is feeding Elvis. There's just something very special. I keep saying this, that there was something very innocent about this footage. Yes, Elvis was famous, yeah, but it was at the very sort of, he was on the cusp of it. So he was about to become the most famous man in the world. But this to me is the real Elvis. I personally think, this is just my opinion, that from this you get a sense of the true man, the real Elvis, before all the fame and the attention. Just someone who wants to just enjoy life, good company, be with a girl, be with his family and his close friends. This is the Elvis that I think the world fell in love with.
They had the whole police department out there directing traffic, and they had to let them in and shift. And they liked to tore the man's store up, but he didn't mind that. He got so much good publicity, he didn't mind that at all. The man that owned the store that I leased the department from, he said, let's give Elvis a present. I said, that's not necessary. I said, he's doing this because I took him on a couple of fishing trips. And I said, he's not expecting it. He said, let's give him something anyway.
That's dangerous.
He did, that's a fact. And luckily the guy didn't hit his thumb.
The days drift by lazily at Gulf Hills.
Oh, look at that picture. Oh my God, that is one of my favorite pictures. Look at the smiles, both of them. See, when you see a picture like that, you know they liked each other a lot. Maybe even loved each other. Seriously, guys, I think June definitely loved Elvis. And they really suit each other. Don't you agree? They really suit each other as well. Wow, that is one of my favorite pictures I've ever seen. Amazing. Natural. She's a natural beauty. Stunning. Oh, it's so beautiful. So he did love her. They were in love with each other, guys, but fame and destiny had a different journey for Elvis.
And I said, sure, I'll wait.
Serge, I think that's your answer. You know, come on, fame just took him away, didn't it?
Anxious to spend...
And the rest is history. Okay, guys, I thought this was fantastic. I could sit here for another 2 hours. I've got to go and get the kids from school. So, obviously, you know, defending Elvis, we've become, what's the word? We still do defending, but we have become more, we're leaning more to do some more Elvis topics, a mixed bag of topics, yeah? So I woke up this morning, I knew I wanted to review June Juanico's book. Many of you have got it. It's a beautiful book, Elvis in the Twilight Memory of June Juanico. So I found it cheap on World of Books. I think it was Karen that told me. It's a beautiful book. It has lovely pictures in it. So we reviewed the whole book. We did it on Facebook, and we did it this morning, about an hour-long video. I was determined to do a part 1 reviewing the book, part 2 showing the video clips. So I've done what I wanted to do. We are going to start reviewing more books. So we are trying to get the balance of Elvis topics, light-hearted, where we can just sit together, chill out together, have a cup of tea or coffee, discuss many different topics. Yeah, you've probably noticed in the last few weeks, we've been doing mixed topics, not just defending, but we are also defending as well. We are, like yesterday, we did an update on the lawsuit, the Bridget Cruz v. Priscilla lawsuit. We discussed that. It was a refresh, really. Just reminding everyone that it's still going on. So we're going to just keep picking different topics, different well-known people. We are going to do a bit of everything. We're returning to being an Elvis channel, but we are very much a defending Elvis channel. Of course, we did Donna Presleys video, which was very serious concerning alleged foul play, that Vernon and the Presleys were worried that there was foul play as well. So we're doing the serious topics as well. Donna Presley thanked me for the videos we did yesterday concerning the possible foul play of Elvis's death, you know. So Donna Presley very much is standing up as a defender, yeah. The last 2 videos that Donna Presley has made have been very serious, yeah. So we will stand with Donna Presley and defend, but we also will be an Elvis channel. We're going to get that balance. We're going to have some fun as well as get serious, okay? But we must defend Elvis. Elvis deserves it. Elvis deserves better. But I send loads of love to June Juanico. She's still with us. She's amazing. Take care, everyone. Love you all. Team Elvis, you rock. I'm off to get the kids from school.